Greetings, greetings to all on this beautiful day. Blue sky, some gray clouds, the mountains still covered by mist. It rained, well, almost every night now. Beautiful cats, keeping the neighborhood safe. Anyway, just want to do a short video. For the last 3 years, even before that, even before that, 2021, you began talking about life in Africa. Not just life in general, life in general. Because we noticed that there were things that people were not talking about that were serious issues that were going to affect your life in Africa, and they needed to be talked about. I began talking about the weather, the land sellers, that they were forgetting some things. They were just, come bring your money and give it. And then after your money is gone, you're left with this land that you can't get to unless you walk through this ocean of water and sand and other issues around you, to where the situation developing in Europe, and then on to watching what's going on in Africa. Not focusing on Europe, but primarily on Africa. Today, you are seeing, I hope that you all were doing just that and not surprised by the events that are occurring today. The world is changing. The African youth, they need some guidance, yes, but they will learn. The current crop of thieves were taught how to do this. They were bred. The only thing left about them African is that the color of their skin, but the thinking, the mind. When I say color of the skin, I'm talking about the genetics now. But the mind, which controls that body, is totally European. French, British, whatever you want to call it. In some places it's Indian. But the young men are now beginning to question them. And they're not coming with guns, but guess what the old men are doing? They're sending their soldiers. Remember I told you this, African armies are not for fighting wars to defend Africa. It's for killing their own people to keep them and their family, allowing them to steal all the wealth and give it to their friends in Europe, or the people who they think are their friend. Nobody looked at what happened to the president of Haiti just the other day. No problems taking him out. They would like to tell you that some Venezuelans or Colombians or somebody did it. But it went higher than that. Way, way higher. You look at what's happening in Kenya. The people came out and said, no, we don't want this law. We don't want you to take our land. The IMF and World Bank were in the chamber when they were voting on it to make sure it goes that way. So that Tanzania's got the same law. Uganda, Ghana, all have the same laws coming. But the youth suddenly discovered that, hey, this thing is going to take away our lives. We are going to be enslaved in our own land. And they came out to protest with signs. And guess what? The president sent out a goon squad with guns. They started picking up all the young people, and now they're finding their bodies and chopped up all over the country. Uganda, the same thing. Only he says he's threatening already. But it's not a threat. He's already doing it. You're just not hearing about it yet. Only the people in Uganda are knowing. The army that's doing it, they know. Congo, Sudan, South Africa, the black people elected the apartheid, the Zionists that were trying to kill them in every way possible. They brought them back to power. Black people elected the DA in South Africa. And they're still trying to plead with this Caucasian to give them back their land. In West Africa, you got Tinubu, Akufo. The one in Benin, all working for the French and the British, killing their own people. Armies that can't keep those people safe, but will keep the people, when they come out, march peacefully for change. They want to send that army to kill people of Niger and Burkina Faso for the French and British. You see what's going on. Told you. 3 years. They didn't even wait 3 years. While the other war was going on, they're trying to keep Africa on the heel so they can keep on getting the raw materials, because now they can't get the raw materials from Africa, from Russia. And not only are they trying to get the raw materials, they're sending in Japan, India, Korea. I mean, you can't get more corrupt than Korea's government. And Japanese government. Serious, you can't get more corrupt. Nothing gets done in Japan unless the gang is involved. The Europeans are sending in these two to get the raw materials to manufacture the weapons for them because they don't have the facilities to manufacture anymore since all those facilities had to shut down and close and move out either to America or to China to survive. They can't manufacture the weapons in China. So they had to get Japan and Korea and Australia. To do it. So you see, everybody is against Africa. Everybody. Always said it. Anyway, keep your eyes on what's going on. Stay safe. Because today, like I said, you are between the wealthy African and the poor African. And the wealthy African has an army. The poor doesn't have one. Yet. Be careful what you do, how you do it, where you go. When I say where you go, where in Africa you go. There's some parts of Africa that already threw off the colonialists and now begin the work to build. If you have the skills and the knowledge, that's the place you should be. Whatever you do, stay safe. Peace. Have a great day wherever you are.